Every time you talk to an AI, your words fly to a data center and back. That is slow and it costs money. So the whole industry is racing to put the AI right inside your device. Say hello to the chip making it happen, the NPU. So why not just use the CPU or the GPU? Here is the trick. Deep down, AI is one tiny move repeated billions of times. Multiply, then add. Engineers call it a MAC. A CPU does a handful at once. A GPU does thousands. But an NPU is built for only this one job, so it runs AI 5 to 10 times more efficiently, sipping just 2 or 3 watts. That is how your phone runs AI without cooking in your hand.
But raw math was never the real problem. In a classic chip, the brain and the memory sit far apart, so data spends most of its life just commuting. Moving those numbers can burn 90% of the energy. The NPU fixes it by parking the math right next to the memory, and that can be 10 to 100 times more efficient.
Here is the secret sauce inside, the systolic array. Picture a grid of tiny calculators, each passing its answer to the next like a bucket brigade. Data pulses through in perfect rhythm, and a single wave can fire tens of thousands of multiplies at once. To go even faster, NPUs shrink the numbers down to 8 or even 4 bits, trading a sliver of accuracy for a huge jump in speed.
You will see one number on every spec sheet, TOPS, or trillions of operations per second. To earn Microsoft's Copilot Plus badge, a chip needs at least 40. The newest laptops now push past 80, but here is the catch. That number is the peak, in a lab, on a friendly workload. Real speed also depends on memory and software, so treat TOPS as horsepower, not a promise.
So who's winning the TOPS race? Qualcomm leads the laptop pack near 80, with AMD, Intel, and Apple close behind. But raw numbers are only half the story. There is no single standard like Nvidia's CUDA for NPUs, so developers juggle a mess of toolkits. Whoever makes that easy wins the real prize.
Why is this all happening right now? 4 reasons, and they are simple. Speed, because on-device has no lag. Privacy, because your data never leaves. Offline, because it works on a plane. And cost, because there is no cloud bill. Put those together, and on-device AI just makes sense.
So what can it really do today? A lot already ships. Live translation, voice typing, photo cleanup, and smart assistants. Bigger models are crossing over as we speak. And the giant frontier models? Those still live in the cloud, at least for now. The line between local and cloud is sliding your way every single month.
Now let us follow the money. The edge AI chip market is worth tens of billions today, and it is compounding around 20% a year toward 100 billion and beyond. The clearest signal is the PC aisle. AI PCs are on track to become most laptops sold. When new hardware becomes the default, that is a very big wave.
So, how do investors map this out? Think in layers. Qualcomm, Apple, AMD, and Intel design the chips. ARM licenses the blueprints almost everyone builds on. Then there are pure-play NPU specialists riding the trend hardest. And do not forget the foundries and memory makers who physically build it all. This is just an illustrative map, not investment advice, so always do your own homework.
Here's a piece most people miss. An NPU is starving without fast memory to feed it, and that is a very Korean story. Samsung and SK hynix dominate the low power and high bandwidth memory that keeps every chip fed. Own the compute? Sure, but whoever feeds the bandwidth wins too.
Now let us stay balanced because this thesis can break. Spec sheets inflate their tops. Fragmented software slows everyone down. Memory can bottleneck the whole thing. The upgrade may be a gentle ramp, not a boom. Chips are famously cyclical, and some of these stocks are priced for perfection. Eyes open, always.
So here is the big picture. Compute is splitting in two. Training stays in the cloud while inference moves onto your device, and that is the NPU's home turf. The real bottleneck is not TOPS, it is software and memory. If you found this useful, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. This is for learning, not financial advice, so thanks for watching.